Hey friends, Randy Flickinger here again with another biblical truth I wanted to share about the God that we serve. Some information that maybe be helpful to some of us, maybe all of us, who knows. You ever think about what it means, the term bottom line? I hear that all the time watching financial shows, stock markets, they earned this amount of money this quarter and this was the earnings per share, and the bottom line is this is where they came out. It applies to companies, it applies to belief systems, it applies to arguments, right? Here's the bottom line. This is the way this is. Health decisions, if I take this treatment, what's the bottom line? What will happen to me? Will I be healed? What will happen to what we're fighting? All those type of things, financial things. It means that aside from our opinions, our arguments, our theories, here's where we are. Here's the truth. Here's what is important. All right? We either made money or we didn't. We either have proof of our beliefs or we don't. We either have science to back what we're saying or we don't. It's definitive proof. And what's most important to our search for truth, right? You ever think about it? God is a bottom line God. What's his bottom line? Straight out. He wants a personal relationship with each of us. In Revelation 3:20, he says, "Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone," notice anyone, because what I'm going to tell you later, you're going to say, well, now, wait a minute. Anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I'll come in and eat with that person and they with me. What he's saying is, I will have a relationship with you, a personal relationship with you. I will call you friend, as Jesus told us. That's his bottom line. He is most concerned with our faith, our growth, our trust in him, and our eternity. Because all of us have an eternity. It's either in heaven with him or in hell with Satan, the master of lies and deceit. That's where it's at. That's the bottom line. And the funny thing about God, he's not interested in your approval of his methods. Did you hear that? He's not looking for you to approve of the things he does to draw us to him or to get us on the right path to salvation and eternity. In Ephesians 1:11, he says, "In him we were also chosen, having been predestined," notice the word predestined, "according to the plan of him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of his will." Predestined usually means it's determined ahead of time. So many people say, well, it's predetermined whether I go to heaven or to hell. You just heard what he said. If anyone will open the door, he'll come in. So your fate is not predetermined. Where you end up and what happens based on your choice is, yes, that's predetermined. You trust him, you believe that Jesus died for your sins, you're going to heaven. You don't, I'm sorry, but you're going to hell. And that's the bottom line to God. He's worried about that. And you may say, well, no, wait a minute, Flickinger. He created us. He saved us. Why doesn't he try to please us? Because when we're controlled by what pleases us, we're not at our best, right? I love frosted sugar cookies. I share that all the time. I'm not the only one out there either. And the bottom line is, if I eat too many frosted sugar cookies, if I eat any of them at this point, I'm diabetic, by the way, it's not good. It's not best for me. What pleases me isn't always what's best for me. That's why the Bible tells us to deny ourselves, take up our cross, deny ourselves, and follow him. Okay? And we look at ourselves, not God, and we do that. And the bottom line, our future, our eternity, our faith gets damaged. So where are we going from here? What struggles or challenges are in your life that you want gone, that you want changed? Maybe they're financial, maybe their health, maybe their relationships, maybe it's a job, maybe it's a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a spouse, a co-worker, a neighbor, whatever, a big bill, you name it. Bottom line is, you may be thinking, well, if he loves me, why is he allowing this? Why is he allowing it? Because it's what he uses to help draw us to him. And sometimes, in fact, a lot of times, whether we want to hear it or not, our choices, our decisions are what put us in the bind that we are. I can't blame diabetes on him. I can blame it on stress and not eating well. You or I can't blame our financial issues always on him. There are many bad choices that we've made. Relationships. How many bad friends have we picked where we didn't look at what God was saying we need to be picking? We picked based on what we wanted. Bottom line is, we create most of our problems. But there are times that things happen, and that's not the case. And we wonder, so why isn't he allowing this? Because he wants us to come to him. He wants us to seek him for the solutions to our problems, to get the attention off of ourselves and get that to him. That he, not somebody's book, not somebody's opinion, not somebody's ideas, but his truth is a solution to our problem. Set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. Colossians 3:2. He's just telling us straight out, look to me. I know the trials you're going through. I will use them for good to form you the way I want you. But you've got to look to me. And you may think, but that's not showing love. Nah, but it is. God demonstrates his love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Think about it. He knew you and I were going to mess up. And yet he died for us so that we could have that relationship. The bottom line to him was he was willing to sacrifice his son to save you and I. He's going to use whatever is at his access, including challenges we don't like or want to question him about, to draw us to him. Share this, save this. You'll help some other Christians who may be struggling. God is a bottom line God. He wants you and I to have that personal relationship and to be with him for eternity.